Hi everybody, it's Sheila from Designs by Babymoon, and today I wanted to show you how to add lettering into this new design, the blank Dog Bone Eyelet Tag or ornament for 4x4 hoops. This is a super cute design that you can see up here on the screen, and it comes in two sizes in the one file. It has a small size, which is about 1.5 inches tall by almost 2.5 inches long. So a nice 1/2 inch font fits in there really well. The bigger one is 3.9 inches, so almost 4 inches across, but it's only not quite 2.5 inches tall. So it's still a great size for adding a larger font into for a name. I'm going to show you really quick in Embrilliance software how to add those names so that you can make these too. So if you don't already have this design, you can go to designsbybabymoon.com and then you can click on the design catalog, if you'll do that, and then sort by new to old. It'll be, I have some other things to add today, but it'll be right up close to the front. It should be on the first page. So if you do that, add it to your cart and grab it. You'll have this to add your lettering to as well. And let me just click through the picture so you can see. Here's the large one. So it's a really nice size. And then the mini is just so cute. You could even use this on your dog's collar as a little tag. And you could add, I used a 1/2 inch font right there. This is the Adorn Simple Block Font from Designs by Juju. And I just put, you can see in here, let me get closer. You can see that I used an eyelet in the placement hole, and then I just tied a ribbon through it to make it a cute ornament. But this is what the design file comes to you, and it looks like, so there are two sizes. And let's go over here to Embrilliance and let's see how to add our lettering. So I have it up on my screen, and the first thing you'll want to notice is over on the far right side of the screen in the object tree, excuse me, you'll see three steps here for this design. The first step will be a placement stitch that you'll run on your stabilizer first. The next step is a placement for the eyelet that you'll punch in, and then the last step is the finishing stitch, which you'll add your backing before this step, and then run the finishing stitch so that you can enclose the stitches from your lettering in there. But as you can see, there's no lettering in here, so let's add some lettering real quick. And to do that, I'm going to go to this Create Letters tool and click the A. That brings up the basic Embrilliance block font, and so you can see how you could stretch that and make it fit into your design. This is the ornament size, so the larger one, and I have it zoomed in. It's like a 220%, so I can see it really good on the screen, but it's really not, it's not that big in real life. So let's go over here and let's pick a nice font. So I have fonts loaded into the BX format into my Embrilliance Essentials so that I can use them as a keyboard font really well. And because this one's about 1.5 inches tall, I can use no, it's 2.5 inches tall. I can use a font that's a little bit over 1 inch because that gives me a nice border around it on the one. Let's go back over here to the side. On this one right here, the Ruby one, I used a font that was 1.25 inches, so that fit well in there, although I could have made it bigger. There's still room, and you can fill it up if you'd like. I just chose to have that one there. So let's add a puppy's name. I have a dog named Hermione, so let's add Hermione's name and see how it looks with this font. I'm just typing it in the text box, and then I'm going to click Enter. I picked this Heart of Everything font, but now that I see it on there, I don't really like, so when I go down to about 100%, the ER, the letters, the Hermione letters, I think they're too small for me. I think I want bigger letters, so I'm not going to use this font. So let's click something different. I want something that's easier to see. Let's check the Marnie font out. Marnie's cute. I'm going to use the 1.5 inch size. Let's go down 1.25 inches. Still too big. What about 1 inch? Still filling up that shape. Let's see. Because I'm using Embrilliance Essentials, I can grab the handles of that letter set and then bring it down in there. And Hermione's name has lots of letters, so your dog may not have that many letters in their name. I'm going to stretch out the spacing just a little bit till I get it the way I like it, and then let's zoom back in just a little bit. I'm not sure that I like that either. Let's see. This is why it's really nice to have a variety of fonts, because you don't quite know what it'll look like when you get them out there. And if you have a variety to choose from, then you can make some, you have options. That's cute, but then again, that H is still too big. Let's look at Simone. Nope. I don't want my capital letter to be so large that it looks awkward. So I'm looking for something where the capitals and the lowercase letters are a little bit, they're a little bit closer in size. This is nice. This is a 3/4 inch size, but these letters take up a lot of space horizontally because they're stretchy. It's not a slender, space-saving font. I'm not sure that that is the best font for me, thinking about the personality of my dog. Not that she cares, but I care. So I do want to find something that looks nice. My default for adding lettering to things, for things that I make for my clients, is the Adorn Simple Block Font from Designs by Juju. And let me just show you what that looks like. That may be our best bet here. Okay, yeah, I think I'm liking this. This is the Adorn font. Isn't that cute? It's just really fun. And it's kind of it has a mix of upper and lower, but they're all at the same height. So even if I did it all in lowercase letters, the letters would all stay the same. And if I did it all in uppercase letters, some of the lettering is different. And let's see what it looks like right here. Hermione, see how the E's and the R's are different? I like the lowercase look there. I think that looks real fun. She's a lab. She's fun. She's kind of easygoing. So let's do that. Let's add Hermione's name right there. Now, if you look at my stitch order right here, I've got the 3 things, the 3 steps, plus then I have the lettering last. If you save this file just as it is to your USB to take to your embroidery machine, or send it directly to your machine, your stitch order is gonna be out of order. So what you need to do is you need to get these letters into this object order so that they're gonna stitch before the final outline does. If you stitched it out just like this, you'd have your backing on. You'd place your backing before you did the final outline stitch. But then the letters would stitch afterwards, and you'd have a bunch of the backing, the back side of your lettering showing on the back of the tag, which we don't really want. This is just, you would see the back. You don't want to see the back. You just want to see the pretty front. You want to see, there's the front. You don't want to see anything on the back. You want it to be plain or smooth or glitter, whatever you're going to use on the back. But you don't want to see the back stitching. So what I do is I take my letters and I'll just grab them with my mouse, and I'm going to move them up. I'm just dragging them. I'm selected, so they're up. I'm going to select them and drag them so they're right before the last step. And when I lift it off, now my object order goes placement stitch, then the placement for the eyelet, which you could even move that later too if you wanted, then the lettering. So I'd run the placement stitch, then I'd put my material down over the placement stitch. Okay. Then it would run the eyelet to show you we're going to punch a hole and put an eyelet if you'd like, or you can just punch the hole and throw the ribbon through and be done with it. Then it's going to stitch out the letters that we've added here. And then after that, you'll float a piece of material on the back of your hoop and then stitch the final outline. So that's how you get it in the right order. You would take and you would save this design to your USB, or to your computer to start out with, and then move it to your USB, however you get designs to your embroidery machine. But that's just a quick way to do that on Embrilliance. So if you find this video helpful, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'm adding new videos all the time that'll help you with your embroidery software or with making in the hoop projects from Designs by Babymoon. And then join our Facebook group, which is the Designs by Babymoon Friends and Fans group. I'd love to see you over there and see what you're making with my designs. And we have a friendly, fun group. We have all kinds of silly and creative stuff that we do over there together. And I'd love to have you. So thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.